Hello everyone, this is David Wilkinson with Ezee Home Solutions, and today I wanted to talk to you about a property that I just closed in Palm Bay on Charlotta Avenue. And this property, I had sent the owner some information, and they called me back about the property, and they needed to sell the property because they had actually been going through a probate on the property, and the probate had finished and they were ready to sell it. The judge had released it for sale. So they contacted me in order to sell the property, and they actually lived out of state. They lived in New York, and so I'm located here in the Space Coast and Church Coast of Florida. So I told them that I would go by and take a look at the property. So I went by and looked at the property and gave them a fair cash offer on the property. And the property did need some work. It was quite a bit dated, and there was work that needed to be done to the property to get it up to current standards. So I negotiated with them a little bit, and we kind of went back and forth a little bit, and we ended up at a number that we both agreed on. And I got the house under contract, and I took it to the title company to get the title work going on the property. And so we had it set to close it in about a 30-day time frame. So they had previously planned to come down to Florida to take a look at the property and get a few things out of it before it closed. And unfortunately that didn't work out for them because they had a trip planned when the hurricane was coming through here, the Space Coast area here. So they were not able to come down, so they had asked me if I could actually go by the house and take a picture of some things at the house in order to let me know what items that they needed out of the house. So I said yes, absolutely. So I went by the house and took pictures of quite a few different things that they were possibly interested in getting, and then they wrote out a list and they asked me to gather up those things. So I went back over there, and then they were not quite sure on one thing that they wanted really badly. So I took some more pictures and kind of gathered up what I did see. And anyways, got all that stuff together, and I actually ended up shipping it to them, and then they sent me a check to cover the cost of the shipping. But I went ahead and did that for them, and was just trying to expedite things. So we ran the title, everything came through okay on it, and they once again were out of state, so the title company had to mail away the closing to them and documents. So they mailed those to them, and we were actually supposed to close on October the 31st, and instead we actually just closed a couple days ago, like November, November the 6th or 7th, something like that. So that was not due to me. That was actually due to one of the sisters, one of the sellers, had issues with having time to be able to sign the documents and get them notarized to get back. So anyways, to make that long story short, basically I expedited everything for them and made it as quickly and easy as possible to sell their house. And they were extremely happy. They actually did send me a thank you card in the mail. Actually, I think I might have it right over here. Let's see here. Yes, I do. They did actually send me a thank you card in the mail, and were very happy with doing business with me. So I did get that from them, and they were extremely happy because otherwise there was no way that they were going to be able to get out the items that they needed to get out of the property before it sold. So I was able to expedite that for them. So anyways, I'll give you a couple of pictures of the house here, so you can kind of see what the house looked like there. That was the front of it. As you can see, the house did need some work there. The air conditioner was dated. The see if we can find some pictures of the inside. The inside was also dated, needed some work to it. Here's one of the other bedrooms. And you can see that's the living room area. And the kitchen was pretty old, dated, and gross. So that's the situation there. Like I said, we were able to actually close that in approximately a little over 5 weeks. Would have been faster if they had the time to close it. They wanted to close it in 30 days, and like I said, it took about 5 weeks. So got all that closed for them, and they were extremely happy, and just kind of did what they wanted in order to help them out for the reason of not being able to get down here to take those items out of the house. So that's the type of things that I do here at Ezee Home Solutions, and I always work with sellers to help them to make it as easy as possible to do business with me. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a wonderful day. Take care.